In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we are live. But welcome back, guys. I hope you guys liked last week's episode. I know it was probably all over the place, but that's okay. I think this one will be a little bit more organized. We just kind of wanted to introduce you guys to the season and stuff like that, and our new format. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's going to probably continue.
Speaking of new format.
What?
Oh, it's too soon.
It's too soon, Katie.
God darn it.
I'm starting to bleep myself. I have to start doing that.
Yeah, God darn it.
But yeah, last week was really fun. I enjoyed talking about. It was fun being back in the saddle. You know what I mean? In the saddle. Yeah, I don't know. Isn't that a phrase? Like a cowboy? Back on the saddle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Oh no. No, I like that. I don't know. Okay. Like but this week's even more special.
Why? Not again.
This is not going to be a consistent theme. We have a friend with us today.
But they gotta wait. But you gotta wait until we play the intro. Oh yeah, and actually, she's gonna make a little appearance in the intro too. So yeah, so that's when you'll find out who it is. So the surprise. I hope. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll play the intro. They're telling me to in my headphones. I don't hear anything. Hello? Hello? Stupid. Alright, play it. If someone, I'm a little right? But if someone was coming at me, I think I could handle my own.
You might have aggression that day, let it go, and try to understand somebody else's world of their point of view. I mean them, you, me, us. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying. Well, we are back. Anyways, and let's welcome out Nicole. My favorite thing is making Nicole uncomfortable. That's one of my favorite things. This is Nicole. No, it's not. We lied to you. Her name's Alice. But that's her stripper name, Nicole. Nicole's your stripper name. Nicole's her stripper name. Isn't it terrible? Actually, Flo. Oh, okay. I like that better. I think that would be Rainbow. Yeah, I feel like mine will be Ginger Snap. Do you remember those gumballs? Welcome to the show. Well, no, because you were in season 1. Yes, twice. In the ghost episode. Once. Ooh, spooky. No, she made a little appearance at the end in another one of the episodes. She made an appearance in our jingle. And you don't think we she was also in the end of it. We're also not using it. R.I.P. that jingle. I'm pissed about that. We used it one time. Wait, can we take a moment of silence? Okay. I heard all your heads. Alright, so to cut to a point. We have really culty behavior. Us three? Yeah. So what's the topic for this week, Katie? I was literally just going to say that. My face for asking. So, like we said, last time Nicole was on the show, the first podcast or whatever, we talked about ghosts. Which, it's funny, I guess we like to bring you back on for these topics. Yeah. Spooky big. It was around, I think it was close to Halloween, we're talking about ghosts, whatever. Mm-hmm. This time, we're talking about, drumroll please, death! It goes hand in hand with ghosts and stuff. Yeah, so well, it's a part 2. We're not going to be doing too much of the paranormal this week, I think. No, just more focused on the existentialism of death, your the afterlife, if you may. Just kind of talking about how we perceive death and our version of things. What we believe, maybe. I don't know, get into a little bit of those. Ooh. Okay, well, I guess I can ask all of us the question is, how do you feel about death? Why do I have to go first? I can go first. Okay. How do you feel about death? How do I feel about death? Let's repeat it one more time. How do I feel about death? No. I don't know. The idea and construct of what we think death is on Earth scares the poop out of me. Okay, so especially after watching that YouTube video
that we all watched with the Reddit explanations.
We watched like Reddit stories.
Yeah.
And, like
about people who died and then like came back to life 5, 10, 20 minutes later, whatever. That scares me that, dude, the one person died for 20 minutes.
I don't imagine just like being dead for 20 minutes.
I wouldn't want.
That's what I'm saying. So it scares me because everyone says it's like a black nothingness, and that scares me.
Not everyone.
But they're comfortable. It's a black
nothingness. The thing that like freaks me out the most is that I won't have anybody with me. I'm very much a people person.
So what do you fear about do you fear dying?
I fear being alone.
Or do you fear being alone for when you die? Or do you fear being alone in the afterlife? You have to like pinpoint that.
All
right now. That's like an existential problem. But continue.
Let's get through it. Like, let's dive deep.
Just being alone, like dying alone. And I know, say I'm married, I'm 95 years old, and I lived a good life, kids, grandkids, puppies, everything, right? No one's around. I fucking slip and fall and break my hip.
Yeah. And
I'm alone, and I die.
Life alert. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Hopefully Life Alert will be much better then, because right now it's just a button on a...
Right. But I mean, okay, so you the physicality of like, you know, it's still in you're still alive, basically, just being having nobody around, kind of.
Yeah, but also like what comes after that, just from reading a lot about death and like knowing some things about death.
How do you feel about death? I'm sorry.
About death?
Yeah, like what? Like, do you fear death?
Do you feel death?
I'm not scared. I'm scared of dying. I'm not scared of the after. I'm scared of if there's any, like if I get in a really bad car accident, laying in a ditch for like 14 hours, no one finds me, and
like the pain of death.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm injuries.
Yeah, I'm very big. I don't want to. Like I said, I want to die on my own terms. Like, I don't know if it's.
No, I feel like everybody wants to die on their own terms.
Either like a peaceful, like, okay, well, like I have accepted my fate. Like, this is how I'm going out.
The question of like, you know how people always ask, like, if you knew how and when you were gonna die, would you want to know, or would you want to be surprised?
I hate that question because.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would pick. I don't think I would want.
Why would you want to know? What if you're going to die next Tuesday?
That's what I mean. Like, it would change well, then I'd quit my job.
But I wouldn't probably waste a lot of the time that, you know what I mean? Like.
No, I don't want to know that. And then also I would feel like I'm just doing all the stuff in life to not live. What if I was going to die at 80 still? I'd be like.
Yeah, that's weird. Like you're going to die on Tuesday when you're 75. In a car crash, and then I'm just like for the rest of my life
waiting for that day.
Right, for the rest of my life, I'm like, well, I got some time.
Like we said in the last podcast, I already hate counting down the hours before I have to go to work.
Right.
Let alone the hours before I'm going to die.
So think about the anxiety that would bring with you, like bring to the table.
It'd be kind of comforting though, like to know that you have like.
But here's the thing, though. If somebody could tell you that, it's like,
would you try to change it?
Yeah, you could try to change it.
No, what if I die in a car accident? I would never just be in a car again.
Well, what if you couldn't change circumstance?
Gotcha.
What if you could know? What if you could know when you die, like the age, but not
how you die?
How and not like that specific day.
See, I would like that.
So they're like, oh, you're 48 and. This is when you're gonna die.
No, because I looked at everything like that's gonna kill me, and it was like, you know.
Okay, but if you're 48, like nothing is gonna kill me until I'm 48. Like I could be.
Yeah, but then you turn 48,
and then I'm like, pah!
I killed myself.
You're like, you're right. I was gonna die, motherfucker.
And maybe
it's not funny.
That's weird. It's like one of those things. It's like you only killed yourself because you thought you were gonna die at 48, so you killed yourself.
But what if you don't? Yeah, what if you have a whole life to live?
Yo, psychology's weird.
I don't like it.
But I mean, I personally, I don't fear, honestly, death. But I do fear what comes after. I don't know, and because of how I was raised.
So like hell.
Yeah, like and apparently because I'm gay, apparently, I'm supposedly going to hell just for the sole fact that I'm of the homosexual variety.
Okay, but then it's like. Oh, that's complicated. That's like a whole nother topic.
And there's guilt that comes along with that. And I know you know about Catholic guilt. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you just feel like you're always doing the wrong thing. Or, like, you know what I mean? So, like, those things apparently add up, and like, you know, in the afterlife you get punished for the, you know what I'm saying?
Like, so you're raised thinking that heaven and hell are real, but as a person
this
now,
is a test.
Yeah, as a person now, do you still believe in heaven and hell?
No, I believe in
That's
higher
a
levels of
question.
existence and higher levels of being on different planes. I don't necessarily believe. I think that the energy that you carry with you into the afterlife is a huge influence on kind of what afterlife you experience. If you go into the afterlife hateful, angry, negative, that's what you're gonna see. It's like going into a bad trip. You know what I mean? The mindset, if you go into it and you're just like, oh my God, I'm scared and I'm anxious and I'm nervous, you're gonna put yourself in a corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I just don't know if I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I'm not saying I believe in heaven or hell or purgatory, because like, little do we know we could be dead right now. Like, we could be dead right now. Like deja vu, that whole thing. Like, you could literally be dead. Doesn't matter. But like, surrounding death and the idea of death and heaven and hell, that scares me too, if that's real. Because what if it is?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty decent person. If hell's real, I feel like it'd be like level 1 hell, not like level 10 hell, you know what I mean? So it'd be like
Dante's Inferno?
Yeah, I feel like it'd just be like
really hot.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. Literally. Because of how we were raised, I fear the afterlife, because if I am going to hell, like, it's supposed to be obviously the worst thing.
And it's eternal, right?
It's eternal.
Yeah.
You have no, apparently, salvation of ever getting out. It's constant gnawing and tearing and ripping, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, flames.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Because God is supposed to be all forgiving, so like, why would he be like, nope, for the rest of eternity, you fucked up this one life that you had? Like,
it's funny because, like, we are complex beings. You don't think God is even more complex? You think he thinks that way? It's like that he's just gonna send you to hell, that you don't learn anything. You just get sent to be tormented. Like, it's like it doesn't teach you anything. There's no redemption. You can't learn from it.
No, I don't buy that.
And if that's the case,
I feel like the general consensus is hell is not a thing right now. Like,
but that also, okay, so if you knew you're gonna die tomorrow, or like die when you're 60, would you just live a wild lifestyle?
I always think about that. Like, if I got like, say you go to the doctor and you're like diagnosed, and they're like, you got 6 months to live. What?
No, that's a whole different ball game, dude. Because you could try your hardest to live. That's how I would be. It's like Final Destination. People think themselves back into health when they get cancer. They think themselves, they're like, you know what? We're doing it.
Right.
And they live.
Well, that's, your mental capacity is amazing. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we are very complex beings. So, like, I don't think that a God would be so malevolent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, no, yeah, I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
But I think there's lower, like, levels. As you were talking about how there's higher energies and lower. So I feel like
you just go down in consciousness, or you go down in like a different realm of life. I think, and especially because there's so much. The Bible only explains just the Earth, really, and maybe a couple other planets, somewhat. I'm not too sure, but I know that it only really talks about the Earth. It's in reference.
Sorry,
to the Earth. No,
dude, I got it. My leg is numb.
No, you're good. If you get bumped down into a lower level of consciousness, I feel like, you know, you kind of have to start over, and you have to kind of build up from that. Do you believe in reincarnation?
See, I do, but I always, like, I look at it because, like, from a scientific standpoint, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So, like, your energy, like your carbon, your nutrients, obviously, like, you decompose. Well, not anymore. Formaldehyde in you. I want to decompose.
Yeah, back into the earth.
Flush just
be made into a tree,
eaten by mushrooms, and then let my carbon feed another animal, and then I'm back in the earth, reincarnated to be born again into something else.
But that's your physical body.
Yeah, spirit. I don't know where my spirit would go.
See, now it's weird because there's those stories of kids being reincarnated. Their parents think they are. What? Go ahead.
I was just saying, if I was I want to be like a whale next time, you know.
Just like if you had the choice to come back, it's like, do you think you have the choice to come back? Do you think that you made the conscious decision to come here?
There's like a book.
Yeah, you're like, okay, you can go and they're like, sign the terms, and they're like, sign here. Are you sure? if you continue, you are sure. It's like, yeah. And then you come down forgetting everything.
It's like a video game. I really feel like.
Well, that's why people think it's like a simulation. Yeah, right. Which is super weird because imagine
we have
somebody
simulations within a simulation within a simulation.
Like we play The Sims
within a simulation.
You know what I mean? Like in a couple of years, like it can be
simulation.
Yeah,
I just put that together.
Reincarnation. There was that one kid. I think he was like around 5 years old, and when he kind of was learning how to like talk and like form sentences and stuff, like his parents, they started to notice that he was like waking up every night and like, you know what I'm saying? And then he, I think he was recalling being on the Titanic.
See, like, that's weird, though, like, how some people, like, I don't recall anything, like, before, like, 4, and then some people remember their before lives, and it's like, why some people and
There's a story about this kid who, I think he was, like, between 5 and 10, he was young, and he led his parents back to where he was murdered in his former life.
I do remember reading that.
And he legitimately led them to a dead body. Yeah. That was like only like 4 years, however old he was. It was like 4 years old. It was like the guy's bones.
There was another story that I can't remember. I don't know if it was a girl or a boy, but she like pointed out that her neighbor like killed her in a past life, like you know what I'm saying?
That's heavy.
Like it was like super weird, and like these kids like have these signs really early on in life, and they can remember. That's why I told you to ask your nephew if you know.
No, he brand new.
Anything. Yeah, he probably brand
He's
new.
Brand new.
See, now that's how I don't know if I believe in reincarnation, but everybody has such a different experience after they die. Like or like those people that die and get brought back to life. You know what I mean? Like they all experience something different. But we talked about before how if you go into the afterlife with a certain perception, like we were raised Catholic,
it's you still dying.
So that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid to have that notion instilled in my memory of like what's going to happen when I die. And I'm going to put myself in that situation.
See, because like your brain is like after you die, it's still firing neurons
for a while.
Yeah, so that's your brain just processing like the medical trauma that you're going through. I don't think that's actually your death. Because, like, you're still there, you know what I'm saying? So then, I feel like officially dying would be a whole different experience. Like,
yeah.
That's why they said, when we were talking about the Reddit thing, where, like, it is only, like, usually 5 to 10 minutes, people die, and they get, like,
some people
rejuvenated and brought back.
Like, they don't even feel anything. It's, like, it's just an emptiness of...
Right. But they don't know that that's definitely death because they came back.
Right.
The thing is that I think that's just your brain trying to cope with, like, all the trauma that's happening around you and, like... Just like
then yeah.
Like I wonder, like kind of the only reason I would ever kind of want to take DMT is because I would want to see, like.
Don't they say people forget though when they come back?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it lasts for like 30, not even 30 minutes.
What does that mean? Like why do you forget like when you come back? Like
I feel like that's the same thing. Like when you you trip on mushrooms and like you come down from the trip on mushrooms and you feel like kind of rejuvenated and different, but after a while like that fades and then like. You know what I'm saying?
But I still remember things from like feelings and stuff from my. I just think that it's super weird that it's like such a maybe a heavy experience.
Yeah, I mean it's like your brain's like, nah, we can't keep.
Carry that. Like I don't know what that is. I don't. There was this one about like how we contacted like an alien species, and the alien species said that death is honestly not even it's not a real concept. Like we made that up to like cope with the leaving of one's body, but like this is like we're actually like in a shell. Like this is not even who we are really. We're just living a reality. Like after that happens, like apparently there's way more to it, and like after you
won't know till you die.
Well, that's why they can bend time and space, and they can travel through like time and space, because what's traveling in space is traveling through time. You know what I'm saying? Like there is we made up time as man. Mm-hmm. So like I don't know how death fits in the spectrum of that, because what's death to us is a spiritual experience, but it might not be really that spiritual at all. It's just like part of the universe.
Dead.
Yeah. Or you could be nothing. Do you believe that though? Do you honestly believe that there's nothing after you die?
No.
I don't believe that this is, because we have already talking about expanding our 5 senses. I don't think that death would be the answer.
There's no way in my mind that you're just like death is death and you don't even come back in any way, shape, or form. Then what's the point? Like literally, what's the point?
There is no point to anything. Like it's all just chaos, entropy.
So why am I here?
That's the existential question. Why are we all fucking here? Why are we all here? Like, I don't understand. It really keeps me up. Like, I'm not kidding.
There is a reason. Come on. You've seen, I feel like
what is the reason? Even the reason that you think it could be a reason might not even actually be really...
Because we are so insignificant. We don't even...
That's what I mean.
We can't even probably
So
process.
What would the reason be? Like...
that the concept of why we are here and what the whole point is. Now, we also, you know what I mean? Aliens also don't...
feel attacked.
I feel...
You both were just, like, attacked. Going at it.
We're just kind of, like, explaining, but, we get real into it.
3 hours later.
This is how it feels like when the doves cry.
R.I.P. Prince.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hallelujah. Okay, well, we're back after the little break. It's fine.
Cut.
Add it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. But we were talking about death. Mm-hmm. Back on that topic. And I actually have a question for y'all.
You guys ever seen, Bill and Ted?
Yeah.
Bogus Journey, the second one?
No,
with
I
death?
haven't.
That's what I picture death to actually be like.
What
You guys
it
should
like?
watch it. They just died.
Yeah.
They beat death and they came back. And then they saved the planet.
Yo, humans are obsessed with death. Like, we are obsessed with death.
I think it's because these questions we don't know,
Yeah, I mean, like, it's such a... but I feel like it shouldn't be. Like, I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it should be more socially acceptable?
That's my biggest thing in life. It's like, I want to know before I die.
So you die, right? And you get to heaven, whatever. You meet God. What questions would you ask him? Like, what are, like... So you get 3 questions, and God's like, all right, what do you want to know?
Why don't you start that?
Why all the pain and anguish? What was the point of it? That's 1. 2, why did you choose to put me in this body? And have I been in other bodies before? That's a 2-part question.
Wow.
Maybe.
There was a comma. And the 3rd one is, why'd you make me so endowed? No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. That was a joke. Oh my! I kid.
Can we burn you?
Why did I just get the image of that movie we watched with the sharks where they're like feeding the sharks all that like gross shit?
Chum the waters with me.
Chum the waters with me. That's the new song I'm writing, guys.
Put it on a tombstone. Just kidding, there won't be a tombstone. I want to be forgotten.
Oh.
No one remember me.
When you die,
are you okay?
The memories just wipe.
Is anybody okay?
No.
That's a good
we'll get there.
But what about you?
Never thought about it.
You've never thought about how you want to, like, no?
I mean, if I, gun to my head, had to pick right now, made into a tree.
Me too.
Why tree?
Tree? Because, like, we're first of all, we're feeding oxygen.
So basically, they put you in a pod. They curl you up in the fetal position, and they put you in a pod, and they plant you 6 feet under, and you literally, pod...
I'd prefer to be a weed plant.
Smoke me.
Yeah, if people could smoke me, and then you have, like, the my specific bud type.
I wanted to quote Sublime, but I can't think of the line. Would I smoke you if you're a weed plant? And the answer is no. That'd be fucking weird.
I would never smoke you.
I encourage it. I think
no, I'm not smoking anybody I know. That's weird. And then, like, can you imagine?
I'm actually really offended.
Okay, because I feel like I would get high and then have, like, weird visions of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's your own problem.
I'm just...
No, I feel that. So what I was saying is... Sorry. It's okay. That you get put into a pod, right? In the fetal position. The pod's nutrients.
And then you grow.
And then you decompose with the pod and you grow into a tree. Yeah. You guys can come sit by me.
And then my body, at least, will be back on this earth. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I want to be chummed into the ocean.
Well, no, I feel you. We all kind of want to be thrown back. You know what I'm saying?
Adam told me he wants me to... Adam told me that he wants me to burn his body and then scatter him over a trash can.
Throw me in the trash.
Trash me, daddy. Sorry, I gotta settle that. I really, honestly would rather just be a weed plant. That's my goal now.
I'm not smoking you, so it's fun.
No,
That's
you
what
are.
I'm saying. It's
That's
weird.
what you're
No.
at my funeral.
I'm not smoking you.
What if that was my dying wish?
I'm not smoking you.
You have to wait a little bit. Obviously, we'll give you the waiting time so they can grow my plant, and then when the plant grows...
How much...
Can I hit you once?
I feel like so much of your dead body would be in the... So much of your dead body would be in the plant, like... Can you be, like, spread out over, like, a field?
It would be like a cremation type of situation. They technically cremate you, and then they...
I don't...
You know, you kind of...
Wait. This is real? This happens?
You can be put into a tree. It's almost the same thing.
I thought you were joking about being a weed plant. I thought that was like...
No, I really want to be a weed plant.
I don't want to have you inside of me, like... And that's not the first time I've said that. No,
this is true.
Not smoking you.
That's really disrespectful. I really wish you guys would.
Maybe the time will change, and like when you actually die, I'll be like grieving, and I'll be like, wow, I do want to smoke him and have him be a part of me. But right now, no. No.
Well, okay, wait. You know what? I'll take that back. I'll smoke you.
Yeah. You know why I can't picture myself being buried?
Why?
Because ever since I saw that movie with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, it's a movie with Ryan Reynolds. It's called Buried. Check it out. It's honestly really good.
Did I see it with you?
If you want to feel claustrophobic for like 2.5 hours,
you're making me anxious.
The movie does not stray. Like you literally watch it only in a box.
Did you watch it?
It's great, honestly.
I didn't like it.
You guys watch it together?
Well, cinematography wise, like I thought it was brilliant.
Did you watch it together?
Good idea. Yeah, we did watch it together. We watched it together. We did watch it together. We watched it together.
I get that. No, I'm saying, was this an old movie? Like high school?
Ryan Reynolds.
That was Death this week, bitch. I hope you liked it and appreciated it. And did you all have fun?
I did.
Thank you for being here, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole.
Always great to get your perspective.
Why didn't you clap for her?
Because I'm an unofficial bitch, and I'll probably insert that later. Yeah, this was super fun. Next week's gonna be even better. We're going
do some. We'll be here.
Yeah, we'll definitely be here. And she's gonna be in the Netherverse somewhere. So and then we'll pull her back out whenever. She actually lives behind the couch, so she'll probably go back.
Yeah, into the fake plant.
Into the fake.
It's been great to have you here, though. We'll see you again next time we want to bring you out.
Do I leave? Do you want me to leave?
Now get out.
That's so. No.
That's so. Get out.
Okay. We're not gonna make you leave.
But like,
get her out.
Get out.
All right. Thank you guys. It's been super fun.
Before you exit, like, comment, share, subscribe.
All the things because we deserve it.
We do, honestly.
All right. It's been brutally honest.
See you guys.
I did that a lot.
I pointed out. It's okay.